Hey everyone, so if you've been following me on Twitter, I've talked about wanting to make an app and show the process of making it. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about what I want to make and why, and then after that, we'll jump right into it. So the app I want to make is based on this article that I found by Zig Ziglar. Kind of regardless of what you feel about him or his politics or views, I really like this idea he has of the wheel of life. And that is that your life has 7 spokes, and there are 7 areas you kind of have to make a choice on and do something with. And so they have them listed here: mental, spiritual, physical, family, financial, personal, career. For me, I know that there's some areas that I'm really consistent at in these. Like maybe I'll work out a lot, but maybe I won't watch my spending or stay on a budget very well. And so for me, the idea for the app is that there are budget apps, there are workout apps, but those apps don't really work, or they aren't very useful until you're consistently not logging a 0 for the day. So the idea would be to build a habit of doing something to progress or to grow yourself in each of these areas every single day, even if it's a little thing. So if you say, man, I really want to start working out, I want to start exercising, maybe just doing 5 push-ups before bed is enough. And if you can do 5 push-ups every day for a couple weeks, maybe you've built some discipline there and you've built some focus that I need to look at and manage these kind of things. And so then you can go into the workout app, and then you can really break it down and come up with a great plan. But until you're consistently doing something, you can't. You have to consistently do something. If you're doing nothing, then it doesn't matter how great your plan is or how sophisticated it is, if you're just not doing anything. And so what I've done is I've mocked up kind of what I think it will look like, and this is definitely subject to change as we get into it. This is just my idea before I've even used it. And I'm calling it Credos app. A creed is something that is a system of beliefs. So my idea or my system is that if you manage each of these areas every day in your life, if you consistently make progress in them, it'll help get you where you want to go in life. So these are static mockups, just HTML, CSS. They're styled with Tailwind CSS. And I did these beforehand because I didn't think it'd be interesting to watch me, one, figure out what I want to do, and 2, figure out, okay, is this margin 4? Is this margin 6? So I have these mockups. This would be kind of like the dashboard page. It would show some stats. It would kind of give you some insight in how you're doing. Maybe there's an inspirational quote at the bottom. But the meat of the tracking is really this. And imagine there are those 7 or 8 areas listed here. And it's really just a pass-fail daily tracking. Like I said, did you do this thing or not? And so the question is not, did you exercise for an hour, or did you get all of your sets, or did you do all your reps? It's, did you do something? Did you walk? Did you do 1 push-up before bed? Did you have a glass of water that you never have? And so that's the idea, pass, fail. And it's got some other simple parts, like there's a menu. You can have basic account, sign in, sign up, that kind of stuff. So that's the app. Like I mentioned, well, I don't know if I mentioned this in my tweets, but I'll be using technology that is well known to me, and I think I'm very productive in. My goal here is not to use really interesting technology, but to make the app in an efficient and fast way so that I can begin using it myself. And so for me, that's using Rails, that's using Tailwind CSS, maybe a little bit of React stuff. I think this tracking page might want this to be a little reactive. That's a bad pun. Pun unintended. This could just be Rails JS stuff too, but we'll see when we get into it. So that's the app. You can follow along with these videos, and if that's interesting to you, I will see you in the next one.